When you're walking down the street and a man tries to get your business, you gotta wrap your fuzzy in a big red bow, 'cause ain't no son of a bitch gonna treat you like a hoe. You're a classy, honey, kissy, huggy, lovey-dovey ghetto princess, 'cause you're filthy and I'm gorgeous. Okay, greetings, Scorpio, all placements. I haven't heard this song since like middle school, and I'm in my 30s, so this song is pretty stinking old. It's by the Scissor Sisters. It's called Filthy and Gorgeous. The second part of the song is actually for Sagittarius, so a lot of my Scorpios you could be dealing with a Sagittarius. I'm not gonna read that part of it until the Sagittarius reading, but anywho, I just had to share from that. So for some of my Scorpios, I don't even want to talk about this because I'm like, I haven't had an ex since like last summer, and it's like springtime, so that's like all winter. That's like, it's been ages, right? And for whatever reason, not only my last ex, but then my ex from like 4 years before that is like still in my energy, and I hate that. And I also know that they're watching this, so whatever. And their current girls are watching this, which is really weird. And for their current girls, I don't want either of them. Okay, I don't want them. So like, don't worry. They're all yours, because I don't want their nastiness. Plus, they're secretly into dudes anyway, so there's that. So for some of my Scorpios, you could be dealing with that. And what's funny is like, these guys that I'm talking about are like super masculine. They're like super macho. They're like very red. They're like just, yeah, very much good old boys. They would never, that's a sin, this, that, and the third. Even though they're like behind the scenes to their same gender. I have nothing against people that are the same gender, but I do have something that like the same gender, do things with the same gender. I do have an issue with guys trying to come off like they're so straight and they're just such a good standing citizen, who not only are like dealing things that they shouldn't be dealing, but they're also like messing around with dudes when they're like, I would never, that's so wrong, even though they're literally doing it with their best friends. Like, so for some of my Scorpios, you could be dealing with that situation. And if you're listening to me and like, you're like, that's crazy, that's actually how a lot of people are. There's a lot of these guys out here who try and act like they're super straight, but they're in the closet. Why don't you just come out? Come out. Like, just come out already, okay? Just come out, because we all know. Like, we literally all know. A, I'm exposing you, and B, like, your brothers know, your work partner knows, like, they know. Actually, I think one of my ex from 4 years ago, he's messing with his work partner, so that's a whole different thing. Anywho, sorry, Scorpio, that just like hijacked the energy, but for a lot of you guys, you could be dealing with that, because there's like third-party energy, but whenever I first was like, who is she? They're like, it's not a girl, because it wasn't a girl, it was a guy. So it was like a white lie, because it was like lying by omission. It's like, well, I wasn't cheating on you with a girl, Valerie. I was cheating on you with my own dude best friend, which is messed up. So messed up. Anywho, we have parasites, imbalances. Someone here is very imbalanced because they can't own up to who they are. Like, if you're bi, just say it. If you're gay, just say it. Just say it. So for a lot of my Scorpios, again, this is a really uncomfortable reading, but you know, we're Scorpios, so we're just gonna nip it in the bud. Things could be coming to an end somewhere. There is a commitment coming in for you, and that's the thing. It's like, why I said at the beginning of the reading that exes could still be in your energy is because it's like your exes who don't even like your gender don't want you to be in a happy relationship. And it's like, why do you care? Like, why do you care? You don't even like girls. Like, you act like it, but you don't. You like dudes. So like, why are you trying to stop me from being in a healthy, happy relationship with an actual straight male when you're not even straight and you mess around behind the scenes? It's just super annoying. Okay, screw it. I'm going to read it. A lot of you guys could be a Scorpio dealing with a Sagittarius or a Capricorn, because that was the situation for me. A lot of you guys could be in the same, put it wherever it fits, whoever you are, but those are the signs that are like really strongly commingling. In the second half of the song, she's talking about the dude that she's dealing with, and she's like talking about how this dude is tripping, but he has to go to work, but his biggest money maker is flaccid. So again, some of these guys could act like they have a really, they're blue collar, they're a car mechanic, they work on cars, they're a carpenter, they do these, masculine things. But behind the scenes, they got their wanker dealing with other boys because there's money to be had in that, and they're trying to keep it hidden, but it's not hidden. It's not hidden. Okay, anywho. But in it, she's like, you're an acid junkie, college flunky, dirty puppy bastard. So basically someone here, you know, like lack of an education, which doesn't really matter. I think that's less prevalent these days. But they trip all the time. They're always in an altered state of mind. They can't even be sober for a freaking day. Like, to them, sober would be like utilizing, I don't know, like, anywho. So a lot of my Scorpios, you could be dealing with that, or you used to deal with that. And now that you're in a new stage of life, you look back on what you used to deal with. I'm like, man, why did I date that 4 years ago? Like, why? Why did I date that 4 years ago? And then it's like, because he presented himself totally different. It's like Ted Bundy, to a lot of people, was like a charismatic, really loving dude. Like, he didn't come off as this dude that was doing these horrible things behind the scenes. And so for a lot of my Scorpios, again, Scorpio is that death energy. It is the other side. It is like the taboo. And so a lot of Scorpios, I have a lot of Scorpio in my chart, by the way. So a lot of Scorpios can attract those Ted Bundy types because of your innate energy. And it's something that you're actually designed to learn about so you can expose it to protect others from it, because other people don't have in their energy or in their consciousness the ability to, like, you know, pinpoint that out. So then I was hearing 007. 007 is James Bond, but it's also licensed to, if you look it up what it means, 007 is licensed to, and 008 follows orders. So what's funny here is a lot of you guys in the spiritual realm are like, a lot of you on the good side, a lot of you females, whatever, on the good side, are 007 licensed to, and these guys out here that are like the Ted Bundy types are actually 008s, and 008 follows orders. And so they're over here following orders, thinking that they're big, bad, and bougie, but they're just acid junkie, college flunky, dirty puppy bastard. So sorry, Scorpio, this is going to be a really specific message. It's not for everyone at all. This week's message is very niche, but for those who it fits, yeah, congratulations, because it seems like this 008 who follows orders is going to get caught by the feds or something this year. That keeps coming through really strongly. Like Jera, the rune came through, which is harvest for a year, so you reap what you sow. You reap what you sow. And these dudes did not reap good energy. And it's funny because they've been getting away with it for a while, but Jera is about the accumulation of things. And we see this in the Bible too. Like, people will do things and get away with it for years, and then boom, gotcha. Bless you.